NP complete. General solutions get you a 50% tip. Title text, General solutions get you a 50% tip. Explanation. Another entry in the My Hobby series. Cueball is embedding NP complete problems in restaurant orders. Specifically, he is ordering appetizers not by explicitly stating the names, but by the total price of them all. This is a simplified example of the knapsack problem. This is a problem in combinatorial optimization, as follows: if you have a knapsack, backpack or rucksack that can hold a specific amount of weight, and you have a set of items, each with its own assigned value and weight, you have to select items to put into the knapsack so that the weight does not exceed the capacity of the knapsack, and the combined value of all the items is maximized. In computational complexity theory, NP stands for non-deterministic polynomial time, which means that problems that are NP take polynomial running time, i.e. the time a CPU would take to run the program would be polynomial in the input size to verify a solution, but it is unknown whether finding any or all solutions can be done in polynomial time. Polynomial time is considered efficient, exponential and higher times are considered unfeasible for computation. NP-complete problems are ones that, if a polynomial time algorithm is found for any of them, then all NP problems have polynomial time solutions. In short, particular guesses in NP-complete problems can be checked easily, but systematically finding solutions is far more difficult. The waiter's problem is NP-complete, since a given order's price can be found and checked quickly, but finding an order to match a price is much harder. This causes the order to effectively be an application layer denial of service attack, algorithmic complexity attack on the waiter, similar to slow loris or redo-s. Formal proofs of the NP completeness of the knapsack problem can be found at the above link. The most straightforward way for a human to find a solution is to methodically start by first listing all the 6 ways of choosing one appetizer, and their total costs, then list all the 21 ways of choosing 2 appetizers allowing repeats, and then list all the 56 ways of choosing 3 appetizers, and so forth. As any combination of 8 appetizers would be more than 15.05, the process need not extend beyond listing all the 1,715 ways of choosing 7 appetizers. Another famous NP-complete problem is the traveling salesman problem, mentioned by Cueball at the end, referring to the waiter's claim that he has 6 more tables to get to. See also 399, Traveling Salesman Problem. The title text refers to the fact that NP-complete problems have no known polynomial time general solutions, and it is unknown if such a solution can ever be found. If the waiter can find an efficient general solution to this, he will have solved one of the most famous problems in mathematics. This problem is one of the 6 remaining unsolved Millennium Prize problems stated by the Clay Mathematics Institute in 2000, for which a correct solution including proving that such a solution doesn't exist is worth US 1 million. A 50% tip is slightly less than fair, unless the order is very large. For those curious, there are exactly 2 combinations of appetizers that total 15.05 and solve the problem posed in the comic strip, a combination of 2 orders of hot wings, 1 order of mixed fruit, and 1 sampler plate. 7 mixed fruit orders. The solution was not intended, see trivia below. Transcript. My hobby, embedding NP-complete problems in restaurant orders. A menu is shown. Schotchke's restaurant. Appetizers. Mixed fruit 2.15. French fries 2.75. Side salad 3.35. Hot wings 3.55. Mozzarella sticks 4.20. Sampler plate 5.80. Sandwiches. Barbecue 6.55. Megan, another person, and Cueball are sitting at a table. Q-Ball is holding the menu as well as a thick book and is ordering from a waiter. Megan is face-palming. Q-Ball, we'd like exactly 15.05 worth of appetizers, please. Waiter, exactly Q-Ball, here, these papers on the knapsack problem might help you out. Waiter, listen, I have 6 other tables to get to. Q-Ball, as fast as possible, of course. Want something on traveling salesman trivia? Tchotchke slightly misspelt is Yiddish slang for little accessories and trinkets. It is also the name of the restaurant in the 1999 Mike Judge directed comedy Office Space. In an interview with the Mathematical Association of America, Randall said that the trivial answer to this problem was a mistake. Randall explains in xkcd, Volume 0 that this was due to him using a Perl script with a bug you can't compare IEEE floats for equality. Discussion. Unique deciphering requires unique price tags. Shame this only works in restaurants that price all their appetizers differently. WDAE 22 Talk 318, October 13, 2012 UTC. Not necessarily because the NP problem allows for any equivocally competing sum certifying how the total can be reached. Shared price tags as well as a non-positive would add degrees of freedom and make it impossible to rule out surprise deliveries even through exponential pretesting. Unless the waiter is running into the exponential worst case, the 6 waiting tables can be attended to immediately upon finding the first feasible combination. Roman Chibarat Talk 1544, May 15, 2014 UTC. Trivial solution first found. I have a hunch that the 7 fruit cups are pretty intentional as the first item on the menu and the simplest solution possible. I was about to write a script to solve the problem through random selections and was going to optimize for speed by limiting the maximum times an item could be ordered to floor 15.05 price. Thus, one could order up to 2 sample plates, 3 Moe's sticks, 5 of the hot wings side salad French fries or 7 fruit cups without going over budget. Side note, you can always with these prices squeeze in a fruit cup with the exception of the 7 fruit cups. I found a trivial solution on the first step of the preliminary work for that script and then took a cat nap. Of course, since the non-trivial solution involves the same item as the trivial solution, one could just pick a number, multiply by that number, subtract 1 unit, and pick 2 other items, whose prices were not set yet, and adjust their prices to add up accordingly just to ensure both trivial and non-trivial solutions lest anyone actually write a program to solve the problem through brute force as opposed to through wit. Why seed? Because to not have a non-trivial solution would be so much like black cod. Note to self, try this sometime in the real world using a real menu. Katya Talk 217, November 23, 2012 UTC. Traveling salesman problem. Note, traveling salesman problem might be mentioned also because both this problem and the knapsack problem to be solved belong to set of NP-complete problems. A knapsack problem can be transformed in polynomial time to traveling salesman problem, and solution of traveling salesman problem can be transformed in polynomial time to knapsack problem solution. Jakub Nerbski Talk 1600 hours, December 11, 2012 UTC. Yes, indeed. I think both meanings are intended to fully get the joke. The TSP equals NDM set membership symbol times 0, N superscript 2 times C set membership symbol 1, N, 1, N equals C N set membership symbol 1, N sigma DCC N set membership symbol 0, NM can both help to timely attend to the 6 waiting tables and to reduce the order sum equals AB set membership symbol times C set membership symbol sigma CAN set membership symbol equals B problem 2. Plus, The as fast as possible pun seems to allude to the again 6 ridiculous inputs any trained human will rearrange to a near exact solution quicker than they are entered into a computer who can quickly exhaust this tiny search space for an exact solution. Roman Chibarad Talk 1544, May 15, 2014 UTC. Trivial solution was not intended. In an interview with the Mathematical Association of America, Randall said that the trivial answer to this problem was a mistake. X-rays knock charms down. Talk 3 o'clock, May 6, 2013 UTC. I added this very interesting info to the explanation, at first as a trivia, but then I realized that it would not be seen by everyone, as you often do not read below the transcript. Why would you? You do not need to see what was in the comic again. So I moved it up to the solution part, because to me it is a very important fact about this comic. An error by Randall. But DGBRT keeps moving this info away from the solution. I have understood now that the trivia should be below the transcript, although I cannot see why this should be so, as I have just described. But who says that this info should be a trivia item? It was I who put it there by mistake at first. I will try not to start an editing fight here, but still think there should at least be a mention in the explanation that it was a mistake, in case you do not realize there is a trivia section below. I have used this page a lot lately, and had not found out before, that it was always below. There is not that many pages with trivia sections. Kinded Talk 1102, March 10, 2014 UTC. Cool reference, thanks. Roman Chibarad Talk 1544, May 15, 2014 UTC. How could Randall have missed that the first price was a solution, when drawing the strip? I know not everyone can do this kind of math in their head, but when I read the 15.05 and glanced over at the menu, that 2.15 was an even denominator of 15.05 was immediately apparent. I'm pretty sure that it'd be hard for him to miss, even if he actually has to use Arabic notation to figure it out, which would take like 3 seconds. Kazvorpal Talk 1623, November 1, 2019 UTC. Okay, reading the interview, all I can say is that this is a pitfall of taking long-cut coding shortcuts. Speaking as a Perl programmer, it'd take longer to write that algorithm than to quickly do at least the basic multiples of the prices in one's head, even if one has to do it through mental Arabic notation. I have mental shortcuts I worked out before learning math notation in grade school, or in some cases simply see the answer. Kazvorpal Talk 1628, November 1, 2019 UTC. Complex solution found in a second. I was bored and tried to find a solution for fun. I found the more complex one quite fast by chance. It was actually the second combination I tried. I did not realize you could just add 7 fruit cups because I was so set on starting with the sampler plate. Now I am not sure if I should be glad, because I was so lucky, or annoyed that my fight the boredom idea did not work out, or even more annoyed that I never have that kind of luck in the lab where I could really use it for finding the one thing out of 1,000 possible causes for why does my experiment not work, which actually will give me some usable data. 84.56.77.11 Did I find another solution, or am I missing something besides sleep? I created a spreadsheet of prices and line totals and found a solution after 3 or 4 tries. 2 mixed fruit, 1 mozzarella sticks, and 1 barbecue sandwich. Once I found that, I realized the trivial solution. Then saw in the explanation there are only 2 solutions, but they didn't match mine with barbecue. Correct, no, of course a general solution would be much more satisfying. Prof. Degree Talk 107, July 10, 2024 UTC. Barbecue sandwiches are not classified as appetizers, so that solution doesn't meet the criteria. 172.69.130.236 1237, May 20, 2025 UTC. Not the knapsack problem. This explanation is thorough, and I like being thorough, but it seems to be a bit of overkill. I copy-edited it a bit, but I have a couple qualms. This is not really the knapsack problem, as it does not attach values to the items as mentioned. It is more of a subset sum problem, which admittedly could be considered a variant of the knapsack problem. Secondly, I don't see why we need to go into detail about the movie Office Space. Quicksilver Talk 1834, August 22, 2013 UTC. I did some clean UPS, but the in computational complexity theory still needs a review. DGBRT Talk 2019, August 22, 2013 UTC. The Wikipedia article on CARP's 21 NP complete problems hints that CARP originally defined knapsack equals a B set membership symbol times C set membership symbol sigma CA N set membership symbol equals B closer to today's shape of subset sum equals Z proper subset symbol S subset symbol Z colon sigma S equals 0 S is not equal to than that of the unbounded knapsack problem UKP equals VW set membership symbol times C set membership symbol, sigma CVN set membership symbol sigma CWN set membership symbol subset symbol V, W with the former via Z equals BA, A-2A, -2A. And the latter via VW equals AABB coming close enough to what we really need here, namely order sum equals AB set membership symbol times C set membership symbol sigma CAN set membership symbol equals B. So Randall did hit it bullseye after all. Roman Chibarad Talk 1544, May 15, 2014 UTC. NP Food. Inspired by this comic, somebody has actually created an ordering site which tries to give you an order from a restaurant in your area US only, I think totaling a specific amount NP Food. Worth including above. Kopito Talk 2043, November 8, 2013 UTC. That site doesn't work for me. Toby Bartles Talk 1007, November 19, 2013 UTC. I do get more than nothing, a redirect to the HTTPS port whose certificate is signed only to .npfood.com without www and whose HTML and PNG and JS suggest that either solutions for San Francisco, Austin, St. Louis, Miami, and New York menus have been memoized and that you may order by entering your credit card credentials or that only fools wait for a computer to calculate an NP hard problem on too large a search space. Roman Chibarad Talk 1544, May 15, 2014 UTC. Exhaustive solution. Roman Chibarad did post this at the explain. The solution can be calculated as: let totaling total menu equals if total equals 0 then else if total 0 null menu then else totaling total tail menu plus map head menu totaling total, head menu. In totaling 1505 215, 275, 335, 355, 420, 580. I don't think this is a helpful explain. DGBRT Talk 1911, May 14, 2014 UTC. Yes, I did. Because I did think it was helpful. Not just because an effective if not efficient general solution earns you a 50% on 15.05 tip. Moreover, to demonstrate that and how a complete search finds those two solutions. And that the search tree can branch exponentially with each additional menu item. Or with additional dollar bills to be spent. Notwithstanding that any constructive proof of NP equals P would let us replace this straightforward bad NP implementation with an equivalent better P implementation. Before Donald Knuth coined the name NP complete, the class was suggested to be named PET for the probably while NPP proven if NPP previously if NP equals P exponential time PET problems. What is so confusing about the calculation the whole cent amounts instead of dollar floats? My naming of variables should totaling be renamed to solutions or orders or menu to menu underscore items or appetizers or price tags. Type cents equals int orders, cents, cents, cents. Orders menu total equals 0. Menu equals total 0. Total 0 orders tail menu total plus map. Head menu, orders menu total, head menu. Orders 215, 275, 335, 355, 420, 580, 1505. Calls menu total equals if null menu total 1. Then 1 else 1 plus calls tail menu total plus. Calls menu total, head menu. Calls 1505 equals 1. Calls 580 1505 equals 7. Calls 420,580 1505 equals 25. Calls 355,420,580 1505 equals 73. Calls 335,355,420,580 1505 equals 181. Calls 275,335,355,420,580 1505 equals 437. Calls 215, 275, 335, 355, 420, 580 1505 equals 1153. Or is it the committee language Haskell that is causing problems? What other well-defined language would you formulate a general solution in? If anyone wants to implement this in Python, calculate in cents, use fixed point arithmetic, or check if the absolute difference is under some tolerance, otherwise the 7 mixed fruit solution is missed. Print 7 2.15 equals 15.05 gives false. Discussing all of this is helpful. Leaving a thus result without its afferent reasoning and its deleted heading is not, is it? Cheers, Roman Chibarat Talk 1544, May 15, 2014 UTC. Please let's keep this code at the discussion page. No common reader would understand. The explain is not only for programmers. I'm a programmer, knowing many languages like BASIC, Pascal, C, C++, Java, Bash, Perl, also HTML, JavaScript, RPG, databases, and SQL, and much more. And if you like to buy an IBM Power 8, I can tell you the proper configuration for your needs. But these details are not helpful to explain the comic. There is math that has to be explained. Findings on program codes do even not belong to a trivia section. Nevertheless, it seems I have to take a closer look on Haskell, which is not used by many people. DGBRT Talk 2122, May 15, 2014 UTC. A 50% tip on a 15.05 order is not possible, is it? 108.162.231.186.2108, November 1, 2014 UTC. If I were the waiter, my response would, at best, be I'll come back when you're ready to order. At worst it would probably involve burns. Pen 108.162.250.162.427, October 7, 2015 UTC. Easiest response, excellent, sir. I'll raise the price of the French fries to 15.05, Ruffy 314 Talk 1819, November 21, 2015 UTC. If we assume that general solutions implies that it's a polynomial time solution, is a 50% tip 7.55, 500,000, or 500,007.55 Pavilion 1 Talk 232, September 16, 2017 UTC. A similar situation in real life. Nobody would do that in real life, right? But look at http www.numberphile.com videos 43_nuggets.html. A guy orders 43 chicken nuggets, which come in boxes of 6, 9, and 20. It is also a knapsack problem in a menu order. But in that case there is no solution. I tried solving what you described without clicking the link, still didn't, and before reading the last sentence, and this one is very obvious and quick to find, not solvable. As 43 is obviously not divisible by 3 as one can see at first glance, and which would be required to use only 9 boxes and 6 boxes, we need at least 120 box. Leaving 23 nuggets. That's still not divisible by 3, so there is another 20 box, leaving us at 3 nuggets. Other approach sees that at first we need a package of 9, to get to an even number, and then 9 boxes can only be chosen in pairs at 18 boxes, which is no benefit to 6 boxes, so it is only 6 and 20 left. 34 is not divisible by 3 and or 6. So again subtracting 20 makes it 14, which is obvious to be unsolvable by using only 6 boxes. So your problem is quite more trivial. BTW, please sign your comments. Lupo Talk 1042, June 24, 2019 UTC. TSP is NP hard, not NP complete. Temporal Talk 0019, November 14, 2019 UTC. If you guys like the knapsack problem and simplified stuff, then I've got the game mod for you. https steamcommunity.com shared files file details ID equals 18446620069 along with https ktane.timwi.de html simon plus selects.html. I also tried solving this like I would that mod, but then I realized that this problem is not that. 172.69.34.24305, July 18, 2020 UTC. On general solutions. The explanation seems to assume that general solutions must be in polynomial time, but the comic does not mention that. It seemed to me that finding a non-polynomial general solution which exists, obviously, with one even described in the explanation still gets a 50% tip, which also means the 50% tip is a lot more reasonable now. While mentioning that no polynomial GS exists is probably still a good idea, it seems to me that the explanation should not assume one is necessary for the tip. 172.68.238.1090059, October 24, 2022 UTC.